Hello everyone, welcome and welcome back. This is Tarot with Kate, and today we're going to be doing a reading which is about messages that you need to hear from, I was going to say from the universe, but I'm strongly getting the sense that this is from your ancestors or your ancestral spirits. So I'm going to go with that. It's more from your past lineage, from your karma, from your ancestors. And I was I didn't want to do a pick a card reading because frankly this reading would have found you if you were supposed to receive it. So if you're here, you're supposed to hear this, and because it's going to be a single card, I can get into more details about what is it that you or your ancestors need you to hear. All right, so that's what our reading is going to be. I'm going to keep these tarot cards here. So we're going to start with some of the oracle cards just to get an understanding of the overall, energy and sense of the message. So we can start with that. Okay. So you've got igniting new moon, initiation, passion, and new beginnings. Nice. All right. Let's see. Angel of good fortune. You've got green aventurine. Let's take this here. Let's do this here. So that we have more space. Okay. What do you need to hear from your ancestors? Watching this need to hear. Oh, okay. Thank you. So we've got two cards, so we're going to take both of them. You've got regrets, blameable, being distant, guilty, and feeling ashamed. If this was you, things are definitely going to change for you. And you've got children, responsibilities, childhood, immaturity, and innocence. Okay, let's put them over here. Let's see, can you see them? Okay, keep them here like this. Okay. What do you need to hear from ancestors? Okay. Lovers, beautiful. Okay. I'm also going to take a card from the Hugs from the Universe deck. Just try and see what is it that you need to. Okay. You've got two cards, alright. Let's see both of them. You've got Vacay, Believe in Daydreams, and you've got Shine Brightly. Wow. So I'll keep these here. By the way, these cards were handmade by a tarot reader that I know, and she's been reading tarot for quite some time, and she made these, and these are like custom made, so that there's a lot of energy in this. So sometimes when I'm not really sure, or if my card decks don't really give me an answer, I usually turn to these. All right, let's get your tarot cards. Well, okay, there are too many that came, so I'm not going to take those. What are the people right now watching this right now? Oops, need to hear. What do you need to hear? Okay. Oh wow, the world. All right. I don't know how many we're going to take, but let's just see. Too many of them. Okay. Four of Wands. This is definitely a time for new beginnings for you. I'll see what the cards say, but yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm supposed to keep it here. You know what? I meant to keep it here, but if it wants to be here, let's go ahead. Let's keep the cards there. All right, you're good. 10 of Wands. And you've got 8 of Wands. Yeah, if there's a message you've been waiting for, it's coming. A lot of wand energy for you. I feel like this is a little more, I know we got lovers, but I feel like this is a little more work, finance related. That's the feeling that I'm getting. Okay, you've got the 5 of Pentacles, and you've got the Magician. Nice. Okay, I think we can stop, and as we need more information, we can look at the cards. Okay, so the first thing that I'm getting from all of this is you come here for a reason, because there's definitely something that's happened that is making you, or you've been in this mindset of lack, of regret, And I have a feeling like it's not something, though you might be feeling ashamed, it's not something that, it's not your action. I feel like it's more that without your consent, this particular um, situation has happened for you. So, what I mean by that is, it's not like you've done something, but it's more like, for example, in a thing that I'm strongly getting is maybe you had to leave a job that you felt very secure with, and that sort of created like this lack mindset, both in terms of like money, but also in terms of self-worth, right? You feel like you had something to blame. You've also been pulling away from people who you would have otherwise sort of, met and sort of interacted with. You're that's the that's clearly the energy that you come with. And you've been doing a lot of things. Either you are someone who had to take a lot of responsibility, like you were the only breadwinner, or you've been trying to do a lot to really rectify the situation. So, for example, if you lost a job, you've been, trying to do two or three different ventures, or you've just been taking a lot on yourself. And the a very potent message that I'm getting right now is you need to breathe. You just need to breathe right now. Just take in a deep breath. Just let it go. Because from now on, something new is going to ignite. All right. And I have a feeling like it's going to start more from July 30th, but something new is going to ignite. I know that at least when I'm recording this, again, this is a timeless reading, but from when I'm recording, we are closer to the new moon. The full moon. And once that, and you will start seeing things happen towards new beginnings. I mean, literally every card you have, the world, the Four of Wands, the Eight of Wands, the Magician, they're all talking about a new beginning for you. And I mean, this is like, you've got the Green Aventurine. So let me just see, can you see it? Yeah. Okay, so let me just read it. Do you wish for more luck? Be assured that you have all the luck you need. It's almost as if you have a four-leaf clover in your pocket. Focus on your vast abundance and you will attract more. You have good luck and great adventures when you travel. And these are your affirmations. Like, I am so incredibly lucky. I have many blessings in my life. Abundance and prosperity are constantly flowing. The state of lack that you have, and this might feel a little brutal, but that's manufactured. That's more in your mind, that you feel like, oh, I don't have enough money, or oh, I am to blame for this, when there is literally nothing that you are responsible for. Or even for that matter, you are someone, I have a strong feeling you're someone who's still in a good place. But sometimes when bad, no, I won't say bad, but when life takes a turn, when changes happen that don't measure up the way we thought life is gonna go, we start getting into that lack mentality. And that lack mentality is just, you're getting confused, you're overburdening yourself. There's lost, I don't know whether you can see this, so let me just, so there is lost faith, frustration, excessive pressure. But this is somehow more manufactured, and that's why probably I got this breathe suggestion for you, because you are definitely going on an amazing path moving forward. And sometimes we need to go through change to be able to appreciate this new path, but also to sort of make room. That's what I'm getting. You need to make room, because whatever is gonna come, you're gonna love it. All right, you're gonna love it. It's gonna be like you're gonna wonder where this has been all your life. Now, I am strongly getting that this is a little bit of a job, career, finance situation, but for some of you, it could be a situation about, again, romance, relationship. Again, take it in the context because you know best. So, this is whatever cycle, whatever karma that you had to pay, that is coming to a full circle. The world is nothing but, it's basically, it's just the whole thing coming to a full circle. So you've gone through the world and the wheel of fortune. There are like there's several, there are several overlaps with it, but the world card is basically saying that you've finished with that karma. You are now, it's a clean slate for you, and now you're going to start reaping the the fruits. And some of you would have probably gotten into like meditation or manifestation. I strongly feel that because this magician energy is coming, but more than that, the thing that's sort of just jumping out from the cards is you're gonna get a message soon. All right, this is the message that you needed from your spirits, from your ancestors, that things are going to move very quickly from here on. I mean, you can see this, right? This is fire. Fire catches very quickly. It's gonna, I won't say it's gonna come out of nowhere. You probably had an inclination this is coming, but things are moving fast. Things are gonna be moving really fast for you, and a lot of things will feel like, oh my god, I am so incredibly lucky. I mean, the fact that the luck and the magician card just came out, that is such a big coincidence. But you will really feel like, oh my god, I am so lucky. Like this has been the turning point that I have been looking for. And definitely you're going to start celebrating, and whatever you're celebrating, you're going to be talking about that to your family members, to your friends. The word that jumps out to me from this card is stability. Hopefully you can see that. It's stability, right? You have found your home. You can now rest. You don't have to, and that's why this Wiki came. But like, you can rest. You can say, okay, things are done now. I am now in a position where I am wearing the crown. I can take a well-deserved vacation because you have decided to believe in your daydreams. Like, one of the things that I'm very strongly getting, like I said, right? You may have been practicing either meditation or you might be practicing manifestation, but yes, you went through this time of low faith where you're like, I don't know if things are going to work out, which is human, right? You were being human. Everybody, we need to grieve what we've lost, and that is important. In fact, sometimes when I would say if you had to cry, just cry it out. Because sometimes that actually helps. Like, there are a few remedies which focus on just crying for 10 minutes because it activates a certain house. Anyways, I'm not going to get into that, but the idea is, yes, you started from that lack mentality, but you yourself are the one who has taken yourself out of that situation. You've decided to believe. You had that like childlike innocence and belief in the universe, and now it is paying off. It is your time to now shine brightly. Get yourself a pair of glasses. Some of you might also have gotten yourself a pair of glasses. Like, typically when I get this and when I'm talking to my clients and I'm like, okay, did you just, did you get new prescription glasses? And for some of you it might be yes, okay. But yeah, you are about to shine brightly. Let's see what this, I want to see what is it that, what sort of communication is going to come to you. Like, what communication, or who's going to communicate to help you understand that things are starting to get better. All right, you got the Hierophant. All right, so obviously whoever is communicating this, I'm gonna keep it here. It's coming through more official channels, right? So for example, if you were looking for a job, you've gone through the interview, so you will have the HR or someone call out. Somehow I'm also getting visa. I don't know if some of you were waiting for a visa. Some of you might be students who are waiting for a visa. If yes, that official approval, but it's going to be in a more official sense. So it could be that you know you've gone to a conference and someone who's in an official capacity to actually recruit might approach you saying that, oh, you are the, you have the skill sets that you need, but it's going to come through an official channel. It's not going to just drop off. I also want to see, what is the celebration that you're doing? What is, okay, we got two. All right. Oh my God, did I just say Wheel of Fortune? Yes, this is so true. You've gone through the Wheel of Fortune, everybody just assumes that, oh, this is always great. I mean, it is, no doubt, but it's also change. And change can sometimes be very scary. So you've gone through, like, the wheel has turned down for you, that era is over, and now you're going to be coming on the top. So I'm going to keep this right here because, yeah, that's what you're celebrating. You're celebrating the change, the turn of tides. You're celebrating the completion, the end of karma. And the other thing that I'm getting is the Three of Pentacles. I'm going to keep this here because definitely if you are, joining a job, or if you are even starting like a new relationship, I feel like you're going to start something and you're going to start building the foundation, because the Three of Pentacles is more about teamwork, common goals, right? So it's more about working with someone to create something. But there is a little bit of like at least in my experience, I've always seen that the Three of Pentacles has a little bit of like page energy. What I mean by that is, it's sort of like I won't say you're starting over, but you will see that you need to sort of create a groundwork before you start receiving the success and the benefits. But it's also new beginnings, and that's why, like, it's definitely new beginnings. You're going to start, you might be asked to lead a team, you might be asked to lead a project. I am also getting that if some of you have been approached for like a like, that's what sometimes I do see in my readings. Sometimes Three of Pentacles is also like, we'll give you like a 3-month contract before we try and see if you are, if this should be a full-time sort of a job situation. So yeah, definitely it could be that you have like a contract, and there are like 3, 4, 5. Anyways, you might be asked to sort of have a sorry, I lost my train of thought there. But yeah, this might be something that starts out as temporary, but I can tell you that's the foundation. So even if you get something that feels like a temporary thing, take it, because it's definitely giving you success. It's definitely making you shine bright. It's definitely a cause for a celebration. I want to see, like, what have you been manifesting, right? What have you been what have you been manifesting for? Oops. Okay. All right. So you've got 6 of Pentacles and 7 of Pentacles. Yeah, you've definitely been working. Some of you might have been actually working on your skills. Yeah, definitely been manifesting well, but the other thing that I'm getting is you've also been sort of manifesting or working on like a secondary source of income. Like, that's why maybe I said like you were trying some business and things like that. You sort of figured out that, okay, this may not work as well. It's not going to give me the kind of money that I have, but I figured out the roots of it. I have sort of created things that will give me this secondary income even as I work on my job. And that involves like sharing. Now the sharing could also be like you receiving like a high a 6-figure or 7-figure job offer, but I feel like you've been manifesting like multiple sources of income. That's what's very strongly coming up for me. You've definitely been manifesting a very multiple sources of income. For some of you, it might be that you're manifesting a relationship that's also financially stable, equal where there's equal give and take, right? So it's not just you who are spending and who's taking care of the household, but this partner that you have, they will also be working just as hard as you would. You're definitely someone who's not afraid of hard work. Like, the reason I'm saying is, see, when change comes, not everyone is able to handle it. Right? Trust me, in all the readings that I've done, I always see like people come to a tarot reader, at least to me, only when there's like a big change in their life, right? That's when your eighth house is activated, and the eighth house deals with occult, it deals with mysticism, it deals with, of course, rebirth, and that's when people actually come to, or they get more interested in astrology, tarot, etc. Anyway, so not everyone does well in change, but I have to say, whoever you are, yes, you went through a process of grieving, which you need to do. You went through this process of putting all that stress on you, but you also changed your mindset. You decided to believe in the universe, and now, of course, like I said, the universe is giving back to you, and you've started manifesting a purpose. That's the word I was looking for. A purpose where you're working on things, you're sharing your knowledge, and all that wealth is just coming to you. Right? You've realized that it's one thing to just earn money, it's a very different feeling to earn it when you're doing something that you love. Right? That's something that you've been manifesting. Now let's see if there is any lost guidance or any lost guidance, any peek into the future, any lost guidance that the cards can give us. Ooh, too many cards. Okay. Any last guidance for whoever is viewing this, for whoever is... Okay. Knight of Cups. Yeah. Sensitive, graceful, poetic. For me, I feel like you're moving forward with what you're passionate about. You're moving forward. And that's why I said, like, it's something that you realize is not just the money. Like, it should sort of be fulfilling in a certain way. And that's what you've been manifesting, and that's what the universe is going to go. So the other thing that I'm also getting is continue to have that, whatever got you through this time. Because typically when I talk about manifestations and believing in the universe, and people people are like, that is so woozy whatever it is, but it is true, right? When you believe with a childlike innocence, when you decide to have the courage to still sort of believe and put yourself out there, whether it's in terms of a business, in terms of love, the universe does reward. And I think the main message is you believing in your emotions, you believing in your intuition has gotten you this far. These are all the success cards that are coming to you. Don't lose that. Continue remembering the lessons that this change, I won't even say a dark time, this change has brought to you. Continue remembering this innocence, and you will see that your way forward is it's there for you. You're only moving forward from here on. You're only moving forward. So that's all that I had, guys. This is such a beautiful reading. I don't know who you are, but I can tell you there's nothing but great blessings, and it is coming soon. It is coming very, very soon. I mean, you got the Eight of Wands. I mean, that's one of the most fastest moving energies, right? But remember, you're building your foundation, so have patience, have that belief, that trust. But yes, you are wearing a crown. All right, then. Again, don't forget to like and subscribe. I will be putting out the August videos also. But again, thank you so much. Bye and have a great life.